Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for the 9th through the 15th of July 2023. I hope everybody has had a great 4th of July. I'm going to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Scorpio out there, so just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies can and oftentimes do reverse in a general reading. So just get in where you fit in, guys. As always, please don't try to force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio. All right, Scorpio, you are starting out with the 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands, and coming out together, we have the 7 of Cups reversed along with the 6 of Cups. So Scorpio, I feel like you've gone through something here with a soulmate. It could be a soulmate, somebody here from your past. There's a bit of confusion here, and I feel like you've gone through a lot with this person. You've really invested heavily in them, but I feel like you kind of feel your back's against the wall here, like you've been hurt. You're kind of on your guard with this person now because they've created so much confusion in your life. You definitely have feelings for them and you love them. It's like one minute they can be really, really sweet and the next minute not so much. So I feel like you're being very patient here and you're waiting to see what's going to happen. But I do feel you've been hurt by this person. So let's see who's in your energy. Spirit, show me who is in Scorpio's energy. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Chariot. All right, so this person, I do feel like they're trying to figure out some things in their life. They're a little bit confused. They don't know which way to go. They just know they want to go. They want to go do something, but they don't know what. So they're not sure exactly what to do. That's why they're creating confusion. This person can be a little bit immature. I do feel that this person may have experienced a loss. Could be with you, or this could be, I don't know. I'm getting the energy of somebody who is younger who may have lost a mother or a grandmother even. But I can see that this person, they're either younger than you or they're a bit immature. They're trying to figure out their life. They may have experienced a financial loss. There's a loss in this person's life in some form. And I do feel that they're restless. They're wanting to, charge ahead, but they just don't know where they want to charge ahead to. So let's see the energy between the two of you. Justice, sign of Libra. Yeah, there could have been conflict here between the two of you. I do feel like things are going to balance out. Sometimes the two of you can be opposite in the way you view things. Yeah, I'm seeing that there's some sort of conflict, but it's going to balance out. And it feels like the world. Yeah, there's something here. What's affecting the connection is something ended so something new can begin. One or both of you could be involved in some sort of a legal issue. I would lean more towards the person in your energy. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse, they could have recently gotten a divorce and it may not be completely finished here. They do see this as a loss. But I do feel like things between the two of you are balancing out. What's affecting the connection is something has ended so that something entirely new can begin. Let's see your outcome. 4 of Swords. I'm seeing a break. I'm seeing a lack of communication. This is going to be very confusing for you, Scorpio. And it's because this person can't decide what they want to do here. I do see a little bit of indecisiveness, and I see them being very restless, but not knowing where to put that energy. They are going to move forward. They just don't know how or why. I feel like you've given this person unconditional love. And this is very confusing for you. This has been painful. It's been very confusing. I'm seeing a lack of communication. I'm seeing by the end of the week, the two of you kind of pulling back, not really communicating, and maybe even taking a break from each other. Bottom of the deck is the Magician in reverse. So there's something that's trying to manifest here that is unable to come through at this time. I think that may be because of the pain that you're experiencing and the confusion. And I feel like for this person, especially if they have recently gotten out of a connection or recently gotten divorced, they may be wanting to, sow some wild oats. So let's clarify. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? All right, we have the Four of Coins reversed and the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, so you're being very patient here. You're waiting to see what's going to happen. You may be feeling like you have to let this person go for now. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so divine timing could be at hand. But I feel like everything's going to go in your favor, though, because this is a really good card to get. So everything's going to go in your favor. If you're involved in any kind of court proceedings, I feel like that's going in your favor too. Ace of Pentacles reversed. The Nine of Cups reversed. Yeah, so there's a loss here. A loss here that you feel your back is up against the wall. You didn't want this loss. Now, this could be financial loss. If it is, don't worry, because it's coming back, and even more so. Some of you may have lost some money in an investment, and it would be a sizable amount of money. You could be very unhappy about that, and that could be putting you in a little bit of a situation financially. It's going to even out. You have the Wheel of Fortune, so luck is on your side here. The universe is on your side. If there's some sort of a legal thing, like I said, that's going your way as well. But it might be costing you a little bit of money. And that could be where this loss is coming from. I do feel this sense of you being defensive, feeling like your back is up against the wall, experiencing a loss, whether financial or a loss of stability in this connection. And it's making you feel like your wishes are never going to come true. So just be patient, though, Scorpio, because they are. You have that Wheel of Fortune, and that's very fortuitous. It tells me that everything is going to go your way. It may not look like it right now. All right, we have the Four of Cups reversed, Ten of Cups, and the Fool in reverse. Okay, so whatever was confusing about the past, I feel like, you get clarification on it, and that makes you happy. I see that somebody kind of took you for granted in the past. That caused a lot of confusion, and now that person is beginning to kind of come back around. I feel like this person that's in your energy here, they maybe didn't appreciate you the way they should have. They're now starting to take more notice. So the two of you could have broken apart. They're beginning to appreciate the value in this connection with you. This is going to make you very happy. I do see that you are a little bit afraid of having a new beginning with this person because of what they may have put you through. because I do feel like you've been patient and you've been very, very giving to this person. But I am seeing that this new beginning is trying to come in here with this past person. So let's look at their energy. Why is this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? All right, we have the Ten of Wands reverse. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. So they thought that once they ended something elsewhere, it would solve all their problems. But what they're finding is, that there's been some emotional damage here. This person is closed off. Their heart is closed off right now. And they are not understanding the issue with that. But it's because of this ending here. If they've lost a loved one, a mother or a grandmother or somebody that was close to them, this has caused them to kind of bottle up their feelings. They're not expressing themselves. It caused emotional damage in some form. They're going to work through those feelings, though. They are going to work through those feelings. Now, if this is somebody that they were involved with, I do see them feeling a loss in that connection. I feel that they closed off their emotions and their feelings. They could be in legal proceedings, but they're going to work out all these problems. They're going to work through these problems with this person. They're not taking this person back because they don't have the emotions for them, but they don't want to be at odds with them either. Why is the Page of Swords here? Four of Wands reversed. Now in your outcome, it's in the upright. And the Eight of Cups reversed. Yeah, so they're trying to figure out also how to, they could be viewing you as the Queen of Pentacles too. They may have ended something with you. And if so, you didn't chase after them. Yeah, you certainly didn't chase after them. And karmically, everything is going in your favor. But I'm seeing here, because between the two of you at the end of the week, there is this Four of Swords. There's this silence between the two of you. They're trying to figure out how to open up that door and to communication. They're healing their energy right now. They want to communicate. They're trying to figure out how to do it. They haven't walked away from this connection emotionally. They may not be offering their emotions to you right now, but in reality, they want to resolve things between the two of you, and they definitely want to communicate. They are just trying to figure out how to do it, how to open that door again. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? There's that Magician in reverse again. The Devil in reverse. The Magician in reverse. Yeah, they know they can't come back to you, Scorpio, with any kind of toxic behavior. So they either have to move forward. They realize they got to move forward without you, and the manifestation that they had worked so carefully at will never happen. Or they have to drop some kind of toxic behavior in order to move in your direction. They're going to be moving. They just are trying. They're stalling right now. They're indecisive. Do they just call it quits? They're not going to call it quits because they can't walk away from you. So they're just kind of stalling. That's why things are not manifesting. They know they have to release some kind of toxic behavior that they are holding on to in order to move back in your direction. And that's going to be different for everybody. Let's see why Justice is here. right, we have the Moon in reverse. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, so you know that karma is on your side, Scorpio. You're so confident of it. That's why you can just let this go and be patient, because you know that you're going to get karmic justice here, that this is all going to work out in your favor. It's like you have had this epiphany. So you've had a conflict with this person. It could have been about something that came to light, some sort of secret that you found out. But it's like you have this assurance that everything's going to work out in your favor. Like you've already seen the ending somehow. They're holding back as far as communication. They're not offering anything here. They want to, but they're holding back. I do think they keep an eye on you. They know that they have to resolve these problems between the two of you. They could be having financial trouble too, so they may be feeling insecure. They may feel that they don't have enough to, to bring to the table in this connection. But I do feel like they're being very silent. Why is the World here? I like your energy though, in that you're very confident that things are going to work out for you. All right, so you have the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Five of Cups in the reverse. So what's ending is, for some of you, third-party energy. For others, it's a cycle of heartbreak. It's a cycle where you were not getting what you wanted. This ending, feeling defensive and like you had to be on your guard. All of that's ending so that you can start something new. What's new that's starting? Well, this person is going to communicate, and they're finally putting their past away. They're putting the past in the past, and they're finally turning around to acknowledge this connection. I see it here, and I see it in your energy as well, and it's going to make you happy. So this cycle of pain, this cycle of non-communication, all these things that you don't want in this connection, that's ending so that a new cycle can begin. And it's going to end with this person finally appreciating this connection instead of being stuck in their past, and they're going to communicate with you. Now, it's going to be after a period of time out here, a period where the two of you aren't communicating, and I see that at the end of the week. So let's get the clarification. They're just trying to figure it all out, and they're trying to figure out how to approach you. All right. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Wands. We have the Seven of Swords. And we have the Emperor in the reverse. All right. So there is going to be action taken. It will be by this person, but it's going to take some time. They're planning right now. They're strategizing. In this case, I don't think the Seven of Swords is about deceit. I think it's more about strategizing, especially with the previous cards. Right now, they are not taking control of the situation. They're looking at you. They know that they have to come to you with a fresh, clean start. They can't bring their insecurities with them. They can't bring toxic behavior. So they're figuring out how to take action towards you. This person has a undeniable attraction towards you, and you towards them. I would even say your attraction towards them physically is pretty heightened. When you see the King and the Queen of Wands, that's like a couple that just can't keep their hands off each other. That's a couple that, they just are so physically attracted. They're the wacky couple in the neighborhood that everybody talks about. So right now, your person is strategizing. They're trying to figure out how to take control of the situation. They want to come in charge, in control. They're trying to figure out how to do that. And when they figure it out, they are going to contact you. I'm not seeing it necessarily this week. For some of you, it may. because there is some form of action being taken here. It feels more like it's on the 5D level versus being in the 3D. I do feel that the two of you are ideally suited. You actually are ideally suited. You're going to have some fear as well with this connection, just because of the things you've gone through in the past. But I'm seeing a new beginning is going to happen when this person figures out how to come about communicating and taking charge of the situation. They're sitting in a little bit of indecisive energy, but once they figure it out, then this cycle is going to close and a new cycle is going to begin, and it's going to be passionate, I'm telling you. So they're strategizing right now. Bottom of the deck is the Temperance card in reverse. That tells me that things are still unbalanced here. That's underlying energy, and that is why things are not manifesting, because of this lack of balance. It's your energy is overall, it's pretty calm in comparison to theirs anyway. And keep in mind, Scorpio, you have that Wheel of Fortune. So this is all working in your favor, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. And ultimately, I do see this new beginning coming through, and I see you being very happy about it. So let's pull an Oracle card and see if there's any further messages. All right, you got number 23, which comes out to a 5. It condenses to 5. 5s are about change. And you have Golden Palace. So let's see what that is all about. There is always enough. The Golden Palace card represents good fortune, ambitions fulfilled, wealth, and prosperity. See, it's that Wheel of Fortune. It may also indicate emotional fulfillment, as perhaps you're entering a time of happiness that's long overdue. The message here is that self-worth isn't measured by what you have, no matter how abundant your life is. Instead, it comes from who you are, how authentically you're living your life, and how much love you're willing to share. Granted, receiving this card does indicate material gain and a furthering of tangible rewards. But things come and go, and knowing your true value leads to even greater riches now. Share the wealth. All right, so that's even more confirmation here, Scorpio, that everything here is moving in your favor. So hang in there. It may not happen for you this week. For some of you it might, but it's coming. All right, it's all working in your favor. All right, I do hope this has been helpful, Scorpio. If you've resonated with this reading, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, it costs you nothing to do so, and it will help me to pick up on your energy a little bit better. So until I see you guys in the next weekly reading, namaste.